Hey everyone, welcome back to The King of Random again. And whether you're new or a longtime fan, I'm so glad you're here today because this is an important aspect of what we're doing here at The King of Random to carry on Grant's legacy. We're back with another best of video to break down some of our favorite food hacks of all time, from deep frying in pure MSG, gross, to seeing if blowing on hot food actually works. We've tested some pretty wild food experiments. First up, we've tested one of the most instinctive food habits, especially as a mom, blowing on hot food. But does it actually work to cool down your food, or is it just something we all do for no reason? But we broke it down on thermal camera, ran some tests, and got surprising results.
Today we're going to see how much it helps to blow on your food to cool it down. That was a significant reduction in temperature. I want to try blowing on it while stirring. Now you know, for all of your much soup.
My much soup.
Stir while blowing on it, helps it a good bit.
Then we took deep frying foods to the next level by using pure MSG, gross, instead of regular flour and batter. Would it enhance the flavor? Would it even work? And most importantly, was it delicious or disastrous? The answer might shock you.
It is a flavor enhancer that gives a strong savory or umami flavor to food. We're gonna put it at just a little over its melting point, and then we're just gonna leave it for at least half an hour, come back, see where it is. There's like no limit. You can just keep dissolving MSG in water for a long time. Just adding a little more flavor and heat.
I ain't a quitter.
Gosh.
That was the worst thing I've ever done.
We've just created an MSG sensitivity where there was none previously. And come up with a good reason to cast something in MSG. It's like a salt lick, except it's not salt.
We had to get a little gross for this one. What happens when you store food in a vacuum chamber for way too long? Does it stay fresh forever, or does science have other plans? Let's just say some of the results are disgusting.
We've got a variety of foods that go bad when they're left out. We've got some jars that we're gonna try and turn into small vacuum chambers with the food in them and see what happens to that food after a couple of weeks. Now I think if we peel this stopper away, we'll hear the air and watch the marshmallows collapse a little. Or a lot. I think that we have demonstrated that in terms of just going stale, a vacuum does a really good job. Our graham crackers and our potato chips taste like they're completely new. They haven't gone bad at all, and I think that this is a decent way to preserve them. I don't know that it's any better than just keeping them in a sealed Ziploc bag or something like that, but this did work. The bread did not go stale. It did keep that from happening, but it did not prevent it from rotting. This has mold all over it and is definitely not edible.
Ever wonder what bacon would taste like in space? I'm guessing it would taste the same. We took everyone's favorite breakfast food and put it through the ultimate astronaut tests. Freeze-dried, vacuum sealed, and ready for liftoff. And spoiler alert, it's not what they expected.
In today's video, we're going to test out something several of you wanted to see. What happens when you freeze dry bacon? What does it do to it? All right guys, start fighting in the comments. Super crispy or slightly chewy bacon? I think it's crispier. Overall, I would say the best tasting thing we've had so far is definitely the regular bacon, cooked and then freeze-dried. It's pretty strong, like I like it. It's a good, strong bacon flavor. If you want your bacon really hot and fresh, not the way to do it, of course.
Back in 2020, the internet was full of wild food hacks. Even back then. I put 5 of them to the test, and let's just say not all of them were winners.
So testing out some theoretical food preservation methods. Pineapples don't go bad terribly quickly. The one that we just put plastic on looks completely perfect and basically unchanged from the moment we put the plastic on it. And then the one that we did add salt to, the salt has sucked a lot of the moisture out of it. It actively made it much worse. All right, so I think we're 0 for 5 on these tests. The parsley seemed to get worse than if you just set it in a jar. The squash definitely got worse than if you just put plastic over it.
The pineapple.
The pineapple got moldy and worse, while the uncut pineapple seems fine.
Just fine.
The avocado became slightly onion flavored, and other than that did not get better or worse.
And the eggs were just
ruined, in my opinion.
So there you have it, our ultimate TKOR DIY project recap. Now, these experiments are just a few examples of how curiosity and creativity can lead to something amazing. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you for joining me on this little walk down memory lane as I go back to the memories of this channel and what it once was in a space where we now are. So, thanks for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.